You're a slut doing that shit with the mind controller. You know, when you see visions and, use your mind and jack off whatever. They ain't sluts doing that shit, because the slut's not gonna go through the time to make some shit like that. Like, oh, that sleeps around and shit. Niggas getting paid for all that shit. Like, fuck you talking about? Like, motherfuckers fight for money and they fuck for money around here. You know what I'm saying? No one's gonna just do that shit for free. You know what I'm saying? That's why we're in the predicament that we're in. If you're like me and you masturbate a lot, then you pretty much go in and out of jobs, get in and out of bullshit all the motherfucking time. You know how it is. You gotta pretty much stand. I'm about to be 31, so I didn't been through all this shit. I'm just giving you my perspective on this shit. I'm sure there's people like me of all ages. You're probably 15 watching this shit, like, damn, how this nigga figure that shit out, or maybe he's right or some shit. I'm telling you, man, like, all this shit comes from that. It's all, like, you can't underestimate the power of your mind, basically. They're giving love a bad name, basically. Like, I don't know if it's some machine in some college or some mad scientist in a basement or some shit like that. It's something, but I wouldn't trust none of that shit. Just don't trust it. If you can't see it or you don't know about it, you didn't build it, don't trust it. I'll build my own motherfucking robot to harass me sexually. You know what I'm saying? Or where the fuck it is. I just don't trust that shit. You really got to do that shit. I'd do the best route I could think of. Just go into a dark ass place and just finish yourself like hella quick, nigga. Like, they're probably looking at you or some shit. I don't know. I do that shit in a dark ass closet, a dark ass garage. You gotta censor this shit. Basically. That's probably the only way you can do that shit without having to deal with all this dumb shit. That's why I'm trying to go off the grid, because I know that shit won't touch me off the grid. There's probably satellites or some shit. There's something up there. It's annoying as fuck, though. If you dealing with the same shit I'm dealing with, you already know. Just stay on point until you can think of something. Figure out where you want to go in life. As long as that shit's in your head, you're going to be lost. Like, you don't know what the fuck to do and how the fuck to do it. Because the brain's the head. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker ain't gotta shoot you, he ain't gotta stab you. You just gotta control your brain. As long as you got that shit, then you're already dead, basically. And you're even better than dead, because then you can be a puppet for the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You're like, why kill him when I could just control his mind? And he'll be dead, plus I get his strength, like on some Highlander shit. I just stay on point. Like, I just see someone like me fall for the shit, and me not say something. Especially if I know some shit. Like, I ain't one of those type of niggas. Like, a lot of niggas around here are that type of nigga. Like, they'll try to make you buy some shit. The key to freedom for the masturbator or some shit, and put that shit on Amazon for $30 or some shit. I ain't one of them type of niggas. Like, I don't want your American money. I want motherfucking foreign money or, something new. I don't want to deal with these niggas. Like, I don't want them motherfucking slave baseball cards or, or none of that shit. I really don't. Like, why do I want that shit? These niggas be breaking their necks and backs for that shit. You them Benjamin Franklin's nigga. And nigga probably have 1,000 slaves. Guys running around here doing the most. Just to get all the taxes anyway. Like, come on, man. It's just on the head, basically. Like, just keep your head strong. That's what I'm trying to say. If they do it, just give them a little, like, not much to play with. If I gotta beat my meat, I'm going to the dark ass room. Like, hella dark, nigga. Just finish myself in 0.5 seconds. You gotta have sex like an animal. You ever see animals how they do like 2 pumps and they're done? Because they got shit to do, nigga. There's a lot of bullshit going on. This is Earth. Like, you gotta look at animals and copy animals. Because they are the determining factor of what's going on. Just finish your shit hella quick. All these bitches is sluts. Like, you just gotta be, like, this is Earth. Until we're off Earth, that's what it is. Like, animals already got that shit on lock. They'll tell you exactly what it is. But what niggas is doing behind doors. What is, like, if we could do live stream 24/7 on this bitch, it look like Animal playing this bitch. Like, these niggas is just monkeys with suits. Like, yo, that's why we're here, nigga. There ain't no aliens around here. This shit ain't advanced. It's just a whole bunch of monkey shit. Whole bunch of brute shit. Like, you see the shit on TV. Black Lives Matter, Proud Boys, and Red and Blue. All them niggas act like monkeys. Like, that's all it is. This guy's suits talking about we're not animals. Like, yeah, you are, nigga. I wouldn't be chasing no hoes around here, because they're all hoes. If you ain't looking for a hoe, they're all hoes. So you got a bitch right now, leave that bitch. Look outside and say, that bitch is probably just like that cat. Straight up. Like, shoving her pussy in everybody's face. That's why I'm just waiting to get up out of here. Like, this is not my spot. If it was, then I wouldn't think like this. I'd just fall in line and be like, yep, it's just, like, you got a different brain because you're not from here, basically. Or else, where the else would you get it from? You know what I'm saying? You gotta figure out how the fuck to get out of here. Like, these niggas got their shit. This is their shit. Like, I don't want no parts of none of this shit. Like, the more time I spend focused on these niggas, the less time I spend getting off from around this shit, basically. We're coming up with a plan to get off from around this shit. It's like if I was fighting or some shit, right? Let's say I was a professional fighter. I have no time to do none of this shit that I want to do. I'd be too busy training, fighting, dietary, meetings or some shit, kicking it. There's always gonna be something. Now, you can do that if you want to, but if you got bigger plans than that, then I would call it. Like, I remember Will Smith said, video on Will Smith, and he was talking about, tell the people that ain't trying to go where you're trying to go. You're just trying to go to space. You're not going to go to space hanging around niggas that have nothing in mind but fighting. They have nothing in mind but fighting, they're going to stay right here. Fighting, war, where the fuck else? You know what I'm saying? Like, if your plan is to get to somewhere, then you got to be with that person that's going to get you there. Until then, you should cut off everyone and just try and find people that think like you. That's the only way you're going to make it. If I think like this, someone else has to think like this, because that's just how life works. I mean, yeah. That's all I gotta say about it. Like, just being real. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. That's what people like rub off on you and shit. Who the fuck needs that shit? Like, you trying to get somewhere, you do not need a nigga rubbing off on you. You just gotta remember, it's your life. It's not no one else's, basically. So just try and keep your circle thin. Like, just niggas that are with you. We're on the same shit you're on. So I don't worry about niggas commenting on. They used to comment on my old shit, my old page. I only had like 6 subscribers or some shit. Every now and then I get a nigga talking shit or whatever. Like, nigga, why the fuck are you even here? Like, you have like no life. Just being real. Like, get off around me. Remember, dude was like, I was talking about zooids and now and like furries and shit. Nigga was like, zoophiles are looked down upon in the furry community, blah blah blah. Like, nigga, you don't speak for every motherfucking furry, obviously, because the niggas from Zooier and Al, they're furries too. Like, probably not in the motherfucking set that you're in. I'm sure some or not zoos, but I'm sure some furries don't like motherfucking vor, but they're still in the community. because they have a motherfucking group. Like, it's all just about grouping. That's why you should just do you. Like, don't worry about what other niggas do or say. If you worry about them, then that means that you're automatically in their group. They just say, "Oh no, I'm not with that shit." They just completely cut them off. That way, niggas don't even get confused. That's why they be asking Trump, like, "Are you with the Proud Boys?" and all that shit. They just dying for him to say no or some shit. Like, just cut them niggas off. Like, niggas got enough money and power to just run their own, like, half of the motherfucking country. Like, I don't know why they're trying to cater to these Democrats and shit. That's what I would do. I just keep my own shit. Like, nigga, fuck them.